Alright, here we go. We got the gut hook on the beer bottle here. Just line up those jimps, apply some pressure, and it's off. And we're just going with a basic bitch beer, an oldie but a goodie, you might say. This is a Dos Equis Amber. And I don't mind a Dos Equis Amber from time to time. Can't always be bougie. Alright. What are we using? You already know. It's going to be Kaizen. I don't know if that helps. Kaizen from the Shaving Shop or Ariana&Evans or Porque No Las Dos. Kaizen. So this is the self-named Kaizen scent. It was sent over to me by Shaving with Chief, and it's a pretty good scent. I could definitely tell from the testing group how they said tone down the sweetness. I can definitely tell that they toned down the sweetness. It's pleasant. If it was sweeter, I think I would like it more. I'm just being honest. But it is a nice scent. It's a pleasant vibe. I got some loaded up in here into the Lancaster bowl, and it's kind of translucent. It's not, I didn't put quite as much as I normally use, but I put about half of the sample because I want to get 2 uses out of it. I'm also going to be using my Turn and Shave Badger brush and the distilled water there. This was before all the hype name Badger knots. This is just a regular, I believe it's a 2-band Badger. And we're going to be using the Supply Injector today. So I haven't used this in a little while. And this, of course, was gifted to me by Jack from the Virtual Groomroom. So thank you, Jack. And thank you, Chief. I also wanted to mention, I bought my new Viking brush, and it oddly came without a coin. Well, I told Andrew about it. I believe it was Andrew. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I believe it was Andrew. I believe he put it on my order receipt, but I can't remember. But anyways, the thing is that he sent it to me immediately. He said, I can send you the coin right now, or you can return it to me and I can put it in for you, whichever way you want. And I said, just send it. I could put it in myself, you know what I mean? And it came to me in a quick fashion, so that's good. Alright. Gonna wring that out. Got that right here. My first Turn and Shave brush right here. It's really set the tone for Milton's work. That black and silver and then white black marble. Just awesome. No gel tips whatsoever. Still a good brush. Alright, let's get to going. So I've heard this base was super thirsty. And since I gave it time for everybody to get past the honeymoon phase, of course, when something new comes out, it is the best. The best thing that's ever been made. Nothing else comes near it. It's the best scent, the best base, the best post-shave. And then a couple weeks later, or some people it takes a little bit longer, a couple month or so later, people feel more inclined to say how they really feel about it. There's no doubt in my mind that these bases are going to be good and great, but let's not act like they're leaps and bounds. Maybe a little bit more than that. There we go. That's a healthy addition. So, and I'm not saying that anybody's lying out here, but it's just part of human nature, I think, to be excited about new products to the den. You know, new, shiny. And I'm not saying that anybody doesn't believe what they're saying or they're lying for any motive. I'm just saying they're more inclined to say their true feelings after they've spent some time with it. You know what I mean? And so, and of course there's always contrarians too. I myself probably get categorized in that contrarian category because I do like going against the grain. Whenever there's a bunch of people saying one thing, I tend to want to make the other thing work and prove them wrong. That's just, I don't know, it's just how I'm wired. I tend to want to prove people wrong. And we have got some gobs of lather. That was one fairly healthy addition of water. Gotta say it's not as thirsty as I thought it was gonna be. But I did add a decent amount of water. Nothing dramatic, but just one nice healthy helping of water, plus what was trapped in the bristles as is after I wrung it out. And then we got something that looks pretty fucking good, so. And this is gonna be fun because I was golfing after work today. First time in a long time. I just went to the driving range. And I hit a bunch of balls. And I was doing good, so I wanted to stay. Like, I felt like my swing was alright. Which I am, by every definition of the word, a rookie or a newbie. But I understand what I'm supposed to do. It's more so just building muscle memory. And just consistency, you know what I mean? Alright. So it feels nice on the face. I could tell it's dense. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can tell it's dense. It smells great. It's probably a 6 out of 10 scent strength. I'm picking up a lot of florals. It's sweet, don't get me wrong. But I'm picking up a lot of florals. And I'm getting a feminine vibe out of this. To me. I'm not getting a masculine accord whatsoever. I think it's a pleasant scent, but I don't think I would have enjoyed this if I were to have picked it up. I don't think it would have wowed me whatsoever, scent-wise. Alright, 8 minutes in, and we barely got the lather on. Alright, here we go. And then again, you know, I'm not trying to be contrarian, but I'm just giving impressions here. When I was just smelling it out of the Ziploc, I liked it a little bit more. I mostly got kind of like the sweetness that is involved with this scent. And the florals were kind of in the background. But once lathered, I feel like I get a little bit more of the florals, and it's just not as enjoyable. It's nice and pleasant. And I think I would appreciate it like if my wife was wearing it. I feel like that would have made more sense. But I don't see myself wearing this. And so then again, I'm happy that I kind of waited out. Tried to hold out on that honeymoon phase. That way I didn't make a purchase I regret, because everyone knows I've done that, made that mistake multiple times. Now, that being said, Kaizen has been out. People's opinions have been formed. And I feel like I've waited a fair amount. I definitely could have waited more. But Peter released a scent today or yesterday that I did not feel like I had the restraint, the willpower to not order. I've been anticipating this since the artwork was released, before I knew the scent. And then once the scent was released, fate was sealed. And that, of course, was the peach and cognac scent. There's no way. I don't care. There's no way that I was going to miss that. Peach and cognac. That just sounds delightful. So, I ordered that. That, of course, is in the Kaizen base. So I figured, what better time to give the Kaizen base a little test run than right before my peach and cognac Kaizen soap comes in. So, I wanted to get some of the other, the pinup series that I kind of, passed on. Not that I didn't want them, there's just, there's always so many releases and you can only buy so many items. So, I passed up on it. It looks like the lather's holding up well, resting in the bowl. And I wanted to pick up some, but then again, I picked up a few other things. And the pinup series is back on the wait list with so many other good items that probably deserve, or that definitely deserve their own spotlight, but you can only shell out so much money, you know what I mean? So, and I think I've been on a bit of a spree, so no need to overdo it. It's good to know when to take a step back, When you have it, by all means, fill your den out and explore new scents and products. But when you've exhausted your funds, also know when to stop. And so, I think I've been on a bit of a spree, so I think I need to chill out. And I've got a lot of things that I've liked, and I've been hitting a lot of, I haven't been striking out too much. I had a little streak where I was just striking out. Alright, against the grain. As of late, I have not been striking out, so that's also a plus. It's money well spent. But I have to keep in mind that I do have 2 different giveaways that I want to get when I reach 2 separate milestones. And I'm really close to both of them at the same time. So I need to stop thinking about myself and start thinking about those giveaways. And so now is just a good time to dial it back on my acquisitions. Alright, so I haven't talked too much about the performance. The first pass went flawlessly, as you saw. There's no doubt that this stuff is pretty fucking good. but maybe with more experience, I don't feel like I got like this crazy, like out of hand, leaps and bounds better experience. I think Peter's old formula is at least this good. Of course, I've used the old formula a ton, so I'm familiar with it. And this is just my first impression of Kaizen. But I'm not noticing like this leaps and bounds better experience. And about at this point, you're probably thinking, yeah, he's contrarian. I'm just telling you what I feel, guys. You know, I'm not trying to fucking discredit anybody. It's a great soap, but so was his last base. I don't know. I'm going to be using a post shave, so I won't even be able to test that. But I will say it was hella slick. You know, it was plenty slick. It was definitely dense. You know, I had it, the lather didn't start dissipating on me and all that jazz. It was fantastic, and fantastic just isn't impressive, I guess, anymore. It's just the norm. Fantastic is just the norm. You know? It's fantastic, and that's what I expected. So, at least I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the performance of my peach and cognac soap is going to be great. Hopefully, the scent agrees with me, because I'm excited about it. The Kaizen base was really good, but I don't think it's leaps and bounds better than the old base. But, you know, this is my opinions based on one single use. So maybe I make a twice as good lather on my next use, and I retract everything I said now. But as of right now, that's how I feel. Those are my impressions. Really good stuff, but not leaps and bounds hype train worthy. Oh man. I do always appreciate the somewhat robust scent strength that Peter puts in his soap offerings. I always appreciate that. I don't want none of that limp dick scent strength. I want a robust scent. I want something busty. I know there's gonna be a that's what she said. Alright. I think I got the majority of it anyways. But I do appreciate robust scent strength. Man, the golfing kind of wiped me out. Alright. Now, nowhere in the same realm whatsoever. Honeywood Mash, or Honey Mash, Miss Powell's. And this is from Lakewood Soap Company. And, let's see. There are the ingredients on the back. I believe I've showed this before, but I actually got this balm in a giveaway from IAMCDB. I won the giveaway. And he sent over the Honeywood Mash set. So this is a somewhat more firm balm. Not runny or anything. I find it to be a kind of medium weight balm, but after it soaks in, which doesn't take too long, I find it soaks in nicely and doesn't leave an oily film, which is nice. I know people always look for the key words, you know, the hot words. Lightweight, soaks in fast. It's not always like that, but that doesn't mean it's a bad product. It's medium weight, soaks in fast. We don't gotta lie about things, guys. We don't gotta, and I'm not saying nobody is, but don't feel compelled to, is what I'm trying to get at. Don't feel compelled to lie about things. Especially if you're a small channel. You don't gotta fucking lie to kick it. Just keep it real. Alright. Here we go. Sent over by Shaving with Chief. This is the Kaizen, self-named Kaizen. So, good shit. Definitely good shit. Don't let my somewhat, like, I don't know, unenthusiastic tone make you think that it's not good. It is good. It is fantastic. It's just not the best thing since fucking beer was invented, you know. Of course, use my trusty Lancaster bowl. My first and long time favorite brush. This one is from Turn and Shave, and it has the black and silver, white and black, with the 2-band badger knot. Also, no hype behind that badger knot. Still works fantastic. It's very comfortable on the face. A little bit of scrub, but I wouldn't say scritch. It's just a nice mellow scrub, and I enjoy that. We also used the supply injector, of course gifted to me by Jack over at the Virtual Groomroom. A pretty attractive, sleek razor, no frills, but definitely gets the job done. Heavyweight, feels substantial, and is smooth, even on the 3-plate, which I didn't mention. That is the 3-plate. And then, of course, Lakewood soaps. Honey Mash Aftershave Balm. Smells great. Smells kind of like a mellowed out kind of whiskey vibe that has some nice sweetness and oak character. So, very good shit. And I believe that'll do it for me. So, cheers, guys. I hope you had a good, got over the midweek well. And I'll see you guys for the Friday shave and the beginning of the weekend. So, cheers, guys.